Okay folks, welcome into the brand new BMW 5 Series. Today we're driving the 530D. Three-litre engine, 261 horsepower, powerful machine. Last week we had our hands on, unfortunately we don't have any footage. It was a really shocking week in Dublin in terms of weather and everything else like that. We were driving the 520D as well. Externally, the car really hasn't changed much. Okay, let's say you were to cover the 171D number plate in this and you would see it out in the road. The last 5 Series looked really good, as does this one. But I'm wondering, would everyone notice that it was the brand new 5 Series as opposed to, the last model? However, there are changes, they are small. This model, for example, is slightly longer. The kidney grille to the front it seems to be slimmer a bit. Now, with that said though, I think that's a good thing. I said it in my Audi A5 video, which you're going to see a link to, I think, up here now in a second. Right, I said in that video, one of the beauties of Audi, and BMW do it as well, so too do Mercedes, and to a certain degree, so too do Volkswagen. They generally keep their cars looking very similar. So if you own a last generation of it, you don't really feel outdone by, because the eagle-eyed are the ones that are going to realise, oh my god, he's in an old version of that car. The drive is absolutely phenomenal. I've tried this on country roads, motorways, I've cruised in it, everything else like that, and I love the steering in the car itself. Then you got pilot assist, that's what you call it in Volvo. I'm assuming you call it the same thing inside this car, right? Where it'll actually autonomously help you through those bends and things like that. And I think that's brilliant. Mix that with the adaptive cruise control and that's excellent as well. In terms of the engine, right, so we got this 3-litre engine, 261 brake horsepower, right? And when you put the foot down and do want to get a bit of gas into the car itself, it just goes. So you got this really fluid, really good 8-speed gearbox there, and then the floppy pedals. And if you have to use them, I don't use them much myself, but if you feel you need to go up a gear or down a gear, press the plus or minus and there you go. You move along with that. Again, I believe that an automatic gearbox should do the job correctly, and it does pretty much do it in this. Right, so the communication system, you go into it, you've got Wi-Fi, you find out local news. I suppose Audi is better, in my view. Not that this is presented badly, but I prefer the TFT display that you find inside an Audi. Okay, so in this car, which was taken directly from the 7 Series, we got the likes of gesture control, where I go like this, and the volume goes up. Then if I go like this, I'm able to flick through the channels. Okay, so that's gesture control. We saw it first in the 7 Series. Now what do I have to say for it? Do you know what? It's a bit of a trick. As you can probably tell from a lot of these videos, I like talking with my hands, so I do a lot of this. And I found when I was talking to my wife who's sitting beside me, and they're moving my hand, and next thing the channel changes on the radio, or all of a sudden the volume goes up really, really loud. Now we are planning to do a full infotainment review on this. We've spoken to BMW, we're going to go out, we're going to go through the product with them so we don't miss anything. But for the moment, I don't want to, I've just changed channel because I'm talking to you. I have literally just changed channel. We're driving the xDrive car, by the way, which means that we've got 4-wheel drive or all-wheel driving in the car itself. You've also got different drive modes. You've got Sport, Comfort, Eco Pro and Adaptive. So what Adaptive does is it makes up your mind for you. If you're driving in the city, I recommend you go on to Eco. If you're on the motorway and you just want to cruise, go on to Comfort. And then if you really want to get sporty and everything goes red when you press the button, the delivery of the torque is more powerful and things like that as well. Now folks, you will be paying for this. You will truly be paying for this. This 530D that we're sitting in is 70,000+ euro just to step inside one. And then when you get it kitted out like the way we have this, and we have all these technology packs, comfort packs, light packs, all the rest thrown in. This actual test car that we're driving is 92,000 euro, which means it's not inexpensive. Now, entry level for 5 Series in general is in around 51,500 euro. That gets you inside a 520D. Boot space in this car is quite good. I think you get a bit more room inside the likes of the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Rear space is excellent, it's absolutely brilliant. Of course, we got these electronic seats, gets you in all the positions you need to get into. There's memory seating here as well, so that's great. Okay, so how does it compare to the likes of, let's say, the A6 and the S90 if you want to throw that into the mix, or even the E-Class from Mercedes. Well, my view is it's more fun than the E-Class, but the E-Class has got a bit more refinement. I prefer the interior of this, while the E-Class interior does look classier. But possibly Audi might win out for the interior battle. Not too sure. In terms of driving and driving dynamics, I think this is more fun than the E-Class, while once again Audi will battle with this one here. I think Audi and this are kind of on par in terms of how they deliver. Unfortunately, the Volvo S90, which I think is a cracking car, it just doesn't match in terms of drive and engines and refinement and things like that. I think, you know, these guys are still the classier brand, but watch out BMW, because Volvo are on the way, and that S90 is just only going to get better over the years. You're watching us on our YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed, you just press the button over there and you'll be subscribed to us. And as well as that, you're going to see various videos around the screen here. Give them a click, give us a few likes, share, be nice, and we'll see you again very soon.